Hi, my name is Melanie Taylor, and I am the founder of the Life of Wellness Institute. Today, I thought I'd pop in and tell you a little bit about how that happened. So, to do that, let's go back to when I'm 16 years old to my first experience with yoga. This is actually a deeply painful time of my life. I was going through some really hard things, and a friend had popped by and just didn't really want to leave me alone, wasn't really sure what to do, and so she invited me to come to a class with her. Transparently, I had no idea what yoga was. I think I'd probably heard the word here or there, but I had never experienced it. And so we went to this class. And some things really changed in that class that would take me decades to realize. But for the first time in a while, I felt safe and I felt held by this beautiful teacher that would then become my mentor and my friend. Yoga in my life has become really one of the greatest soft pillows, this place where I can be me, where I can experience my experiences safely, where I can manage my anxiety, sometimes depression, overwhelm, monkey mind, difficult thoughts. It's been a place of comfort and reconnection with my body and my mind, being able to understand my emotions, my thoughts. So moving forward many, many years later, I came to a point in my life where I was pushing so hard that I got sick. And as many of us do, I started to try to understand a bit more around why that was happening and why I had gotten to the place that I'd gotten to. And it was here that I got deeply reconnected back to my practice, something that had been in my life the whole time, but not really intentfully, not really paying much attention to the benefits of it or why it was making a difference for me. And it was through my yoga practice that I was able to recognize how hard I was pushing myself, this burnout that I was experiencing, and recover. It's something that yoga's done for me many times, but this is the first time that I really got it. I really got that it was yoga and the consistency of being with my experience and embodying my experience that really helped me. And so I dove in and really tried to reconnect to that practice and deepen my understanding of why it was helping. But something happened during that time is that in doing that, I also recognized that the practice of yoga, while more popular than ever, is actually only a tiny fraction of what yoga can really offer. In fact, most people experience yoga in a studio as a form of exercise. And while the teacher may be offering some parts of the rest of yoga or the other 7 limbs of yoga, for the most part, we're missing most of yoga. Because yoga actually mostly happens off of a mat. It happens in our lives. So that really pushed me to want to do something about that. So let's talk about what yoga actually is. Yoga means join or union, and it's a way of living, a way of being that helps to connect and bring union to the mind, the body, and the spirit. And this union happens by doing the work of the 8 limbs of yoga that allows us to clear the cloudy mental states that are often at the source of our suffering. It's a continual practice, something that we do in many ways that allows us to have access to the sustainability of peace of mind, to feel fulfillment, to feel like we're thriving, to actually fuel our ability to thrive. And it's a journey within ourselves of listening to and understanding and connecting to our experience that is so difficult to do in our society today. Commonly we're trying to pull away from or push away from our experiences, numbing those experiences because they're overwhelming and they bring anxiety and they're difficult. And yoga gives us the tools to be able to be with those experiences with self-compassion, with self-kindness. And that's really why I wanted to start the Institute, was in order to make that available to more people, to really dive into the truth of yoga, all 8 limbs. So in yoga teacher training, we take that journey together, and we do that with self-compassion and community. And our guides are science, the Vedas, Ayurveda, the Yoga Sutras, and the 8 limbs of yoga. And together they guide our path of experiencing the benefits of yoga. And the reason that I did that is because I actually really deeply believe that we all deserve the right to thrive. And that's not what I'm seeing around me. So in order to face my own suffering of seeing others suffer, I needed to do something. I needed to make a difference. And to do that for me is sharing this practice, this lifestyle of yoga that allows us to consistently have access to the tools that we need to truly live a life of wellness.